We join Mastermind, Blob, and Unis as the illusionist brags of his newest victim, the Beast, though Unis is doubtful of him. Unis and Blob are wondering why they even need him, as their own powers make them unbeatable, hence why they teamed up. Mastermind explains how he tricked Beast into thinking he had killed Iron Man when he went into a trance and merely imagined the death of the Avenger and is convinced he's a murderer now and suffers from amnesia. He continues, saying that it is only he who can truly attack, and proves it by moving to flush Beast out of hiding. Turning to Beast, he notices smoke when he is suddenly surrounded by fire and heads down the only open path which leads to the Brotherhood. Blob moves into his way and he bounces off when he rebounds, and Unis stops him next as Fred Dukes scoffs at him. Unis encourages Beast to keep trying to hit him when he taunts him with trying Mastermind instead, and doing so merely going through the Master of Illusions, crashing into a tree. Determined, Beast tries again to force his way through, but again merely bounces off the two immovable mutants when Blob sits on him to keep him in place, when Mastermind assures him that they're his friends and that they're all mutants hunted by people and that they're neither good nor evil. Letting on that he knows of his fight with Iron Man, he insinuates that it's the Avengers' fault for what happened to him and that they're all fighting to rule the humans to bring peace, then asks if he'll join them. Confused, Beast merely remembers years of hiding and being hunted when he agrees to help them, and ecstatic, Mastermind leads him to his new home. He reveals a carnival which allows them to move freely amongst all the other disfigured workers there. Before he leaves, though, Jason Wingard asks if he's related to another he knows of, a mutant known as the Beast, which he denies. Relieved, Jason remembers the X-Man and how he's defeated all of them and is glad that the monster is on their side. Feeling that the name Beast sounds familiar, Hank almost remembers everything, including Mastermind and the others, but it's just beyond his reach. Back at the Brand Corporation, security is incredibly tight as two figures arrive at the base. The woman is awed by the facility as they head to Grant's office, where Grant asks if he's from the Pentagon, which the man confirms. The man introduces himself as Captain Baxter along with his wife Patsy Walker when Grant mentions the Beast on the loose, and Baxter fills his wife in on the events that have happened at the lab. He then continues about how the Pentagon sent him to investigate what's going on there when they reach Hank's office only to find that he's not there, and Grant hopes nothing happened to him. Figuring Linda might know where he is, they go to her and Grant insists on talking to her while introducing the captain, and upon seeing him, Linda becomes nervous when Baxter says it's about Hank. He's sure that Hank's project is tied to the Beast since Maddox was killed and McCoy's missing now, or dead, as she feigns concern. She hopes to herself that Hank isn't dead for the sake of her mission when Patsy reassures her that it'll be alright. Telling them that McCoy makes his own hours, Grant wants to investigate to see if there's espionage about when Baxter decides to check out Hank's apartment. Upon arriving, Baxter finds that there's no answer when he decides to use the skeleton key to open the door. Patsy chastises him though, as she doesn't want him doing anything illegal, and he acquiesces, deciding to find Hank another way while a mysterious woman watches them, and she crosses the road wondering if Hank is involved with Patsy in any way. We rejoin the Beast as Unis explains the house they're about to rob is packed with alarms, and Mastermind agrees except for a single window that only Beast can reach. Conjuring a facsimile of a diamond, he plans on reselling it over and over since buyers will want to look at the real one, and he gives them a fake instead. With the others ready, Mastermind directs Beast to the correct window, though he feels that it is wrong to do this but dismisses it. Squeezed between Blob and Unis, he shoots into the air where he grabs onto a wire, and the evil mutants see that he's building momentum when he flings himself forward and through the window, where he's glad that he made it without any injuries to himself. Inside, Beast finds the diamond hidden behind a bookshelf but locked behind electric beams that he feels would sound an alarm heard all the way to Westchester. Suddenly, the word almost brings his memories back, but he dismisses them and, moving slowly to avoid the beams, manages to grab the diamond. Moving quickly, he hurries back out the window and outside the building. Landing on a cable, he's hesitant to hand the jewel over as he can't figure out how stealing it will help people. Angered, Mastermind unleashes an illusion, tricking Beast into seeing the cable is on fire and leaping to the ground, where reluctantly he hands over the diamond, though Unis moves to attack him for defying them. Before he can, though, they are spotted by citizens who hate mutants, as Mastermind had to drop his illusion of invisibility to get at Beast when they moved to swarm the mutants. Preparing himself, though, Jason conjures up a giant creature to scare off the civilians before they even get close to them. They quickly return to the carnival, where Mastermind shows off the diamond to the others, and upon gazing at the flawless gem, the fragments of Hank's mind slowly begin coming back together until he remembers everything and suddenly strikes out at all three members of the Brotherhood. Figuring out that they took advantage of his guilt, he swears that he'll get even with them as Jason yells for the others to hold him. Unus effortlessly knocks him back, though Beast is far from finished when he and Blob move together to use their squeezing trick on him and send him flying through the ceiling of the room. Coming back down into the room, he's able to throw the two apart, but Unus steps up and knocks him back into Blob, causing him to bounce off and hit the floor hard. Picking himself up, Beast is determined to win as he bounds away from the two into a cage before they can attack him again. Following him in and confident in their victory, Hank easily leaps over the two and locks the cage behind him on the way out. He turns and watches as both Blob's and Unus's powers work against each other and they are unable to escape from the cage. Beast then leaves looking for the last member of the Brotherhood. We see Mastermind, who has run away, as Beast catches up to him, though the mutant is confident in his illusions as Hank prepares to face him. Conjuring up a monster, Beast swipes at it and continues forward to the horror of Jason as his illusions don't work against him. Swearing to get him, Beast lunges and the Master of Illusions' tricks prove to be useless. Grabbing hold of Mastermind, the evil mutant is overcome with terror. Beast is glad that he's finally gotten back at those who took advantage of him, while noting that his opponent's mind is broken and that things would have been different had he been stronger. He then places a call to the police about the events and the location of the diamond, then leaves before they arrive, while on the ground, Jason Wingard is surrounded by the very phantasms that he created.